way things are, we have 3 signals in a row today. 2 of them are anti-personnel fragmentation mine barriers. They're lying around. It was probably a minefield. A minefield. There seems to be something there, too. It's probably all booby-trapped here. So Vitalik, what do we have here? These are grenades, right? BK, it turns out 5 pieces of grenades, and 1 RPG that's broken through. Here is visible a lumbago, and a grenade, and here's the bone. Here is visible the sole of the foot. Yes, this is the foot of a fighter's foot. We will now expand and look at whether there is 1 soldier lying here or more. We had the first signal and immediately found the soldier. First there were 6 people, now there was a 7th. Here is got the first disc. This is a PPSH-41 automatic disc. We see the damage. And then also the pot. Caution, you need to get it very carefully. There's a handle on top. Can for something hooked. There may be someone there. There's something else there. Maybe there was a backpack here. Is there something written on it? See the makeshift mount? Yes, this is a self-made ear. There is still damaged. See the bullet? With a side kick. Something is written here. You can see that there were strong hits. Overcoat button. And soldiers. There are 2 small sapper shovels. So far, it is difficult to determine who it is, but that soldier was a lieutenant. Belt normal. Not an officer's belt. Here we have finished the work. The legs were plowed out and only fragments were left. Next we see the M40. On the belt was seen a disc to the automatic system of the PPS. And what is very interesting is that it was over the soldier's shoulder, something like a belt. So that's it. He has no pelvis and his legs are plowed out. This is the situation. Most likely it was thrown into the funnel, so they left him. What is it? Interesting thing. Sometimes we found them. Yes, this is exactly what we have already found. With water and sometimes with oil. Here's a rubber stopper. Even there is some kind of mount. Most likely it's for weapons. Apparently it is. Something Soviet. Something like an oil can. What else is there? Automatic disc. PPSH-41. We often find such items, especially since it was damaged. There was a blow from below. There are such sector stores. I can definitely say that these are frequent phenomena. We often find such items in the fields in the woods. This is usually an automatic disc. Pretty convenient thing. Well-known automatic PPSH. Let's see what else is there. All damaged. This is also damaged. And this is a damaged grenade. This is an RGD-33 grenade. Infantry grenade. We see that it is also damaged. Maybe these were in the same bag? Or maybe the grenade hit the trench and got damaged? Okay, Vasily, we'll go then. Because we probably have a soldier there. You stop digging then. If you find anything, call us. We found another signal. The signal is strong. We can see that there are remains of a soldier. It's probably a leg. It's his shin bone, isn't it? It's his tibia. We'll keep digging. There may be more than one soldier here. At the moment we have 2 soldiers today. We're just getting started. That's where the guys work, and now we will start working here. Sasha ran on to establish contact with the trenches. Here are the results. We have to use a chisel. The ground is very stale. Before us is a Soviet soldier. So they left him here. As the soldiers sat down, then he remained in this position. There are still so many of them here. There was a German shooting. On top is a hand, and part of the leg. And here is a German flask. Metal and ersatz. This is a late version. This is how you have to work. We're like ice axes. We worked out the location. This is a Red Army soldier. IT is in a sitting position. How did the soldier stand up in that position and fall? He has a German trophy flask on his hip. Flask German metal eras and later version. Further, we see a shirt with RGD 33. Next we see the trouser belt. Also available. There are a couple of buttons. The soldier remained in this position. It is possible that the soldier got up and received a blow from the left side to the skull. It was in the temple. We see a huge amount of German shooting. This shooting is present in the remains of the soldier. Apparently German positions were taken here. In consequence of which the soldiers were exposed to shelling. And a huge number of soldiers remained lying in the trenches. Our soldier remained in a sitting position. We finished the location. I can say that the procedure was very complicated. Because it's a mixture of earth and sand. This mixture is completely impenetrable. It was very difficult to work with this. Very painstaking work has been done, and this is the result. This is a Red Army soldier. The soldier remained in a sitting position. We're done here. And here we have another location. The guys have been working tirelessly. We found a soldier here too. It's lower. How deep is it? Approximately. Still somewhere bayonet or and a half. There is another soldier, at least one. Yes. It is possible that there will be more. We see bullets and bone fragments. So the soldier was badly damaged. Everything was scattered around. The hit was direct. Getting into the trench. We have finished this location and will continue working on it. Found a soldier. He has a belt. Double shoulder strap. Worn over 2 shoulders. This is immediately noticeable. Here's one. But there is a second. And his belt is wide, isn't it? Wide belt. Even 2. What's there? Is that a belt? 2? He has 2 belts. One of them may be a trophy. And this belt he could put on himself. And the second belt is most likely a soldier's belt. Or a trouser belt. We'll find out now. This is rare. But this is definitely 1943. Here we found a button. Button from the shoulder strap. Bronze button. We have a soldier here. We will continue to work. The guys also have a lot of tasks there. They do work. So we continue. Step by step we work. Today people came up to us and said that they know where there may also be burials. We will work on these areas. It turns out that the fighter has papers. It is possible that these are documents. What is it? Yes, this is a medical package. Better take your hand away, so that you don't catch the documents. Whole paper, huh? Where are the documents then? There's a lot of paper and something heavy. There's a razor inside. Nikita, have you finished yet? Why does he have so many belts?
Громче говори, то не слышно мне даже.
Вот один советский обычный солдатский ремень. Дальше идет немецкий ремень, вот сверху. А под немецким еще один советский.
What could be the reason?
Мы думаем, что, возможно, были какие-то проблемы со спиной, потому что ремни на максимум утянуты. Может быть, были какие-то проблемы, он ужал спину себе, утянул.
And there he has an automatic disc.
Автоматный диск ППШ.
What else does he have?
Гранаты F1. Там под ремнем третий еще.
I see bullets.
ППШ, вот саперная лопата.
In the area of the groin is right.
Да.
Most likely IT protected the groin area so that there was no hit. We've seen this a lot, that there are injuries in the groin area. Bro, he has belts, as in the time of the king. The so-called belt. Very interesting. Is there any damage?
Да, вот у него разбит.
He has a broken pelvis and leg. His right leg is very badly damaged.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Вот так.
В половине малой большой берцовой кости.
Ну,
There was a terrible hit. Most likely he had a broken artery. Most often soldiers died of blood loss. First there was a painful shock,
вначале болевой шок.
and then a lot of blood loss. At that time, few people could provide medical care.
Квалифицирован, тем более,
Moreover, the fighting was so strong that
что
there were thousands of losses. Here on hundreds and were and on thousands of.
вот это да.
The soldier is lying face down.
Да.
That is
Вот
it.
так вот. Шо.
Now we will carefully open and fix.
Аккуратненько вскрывать. И
We will fix it.
остатки
Remains, damage and items that are here.
Кстати,
What is most interesting was found a wallet that may have documents in it. We wrapped it up so it could be sent for examination. The fact that this is 1943 says the shoulder button. The soldier had it. At first we thought it was an officer with belts, and then we decided that the straps helped to quench the back pain. His back was injured. The soldier decided to do shoulder braces. It turns out this is a retainer of combat belts. He also used 2 more belts because of a bad back.
Видно, больная спина была.
And you can see that the soldier is not exactly 18 years old.
Пейзарные линии все уже утянутые, заостренные, явно что уже за 35 лет. Да уж.
How many soldiers do we have today?
7.
Yes, 7 people.
Ого, ну понятно теперь. Ну все.
Starting to fix and finish work. Automatic disc.
Боевом.
Comb.
Тезка.
German spatula. Austrian. But it was already in the Soviet case. In a rag case. Further, the belt. Weimar trophy belt. And 2 infantry soldier belts,
Пехотных солдатских. И
as well as homemade belts.
на... Где он там? А вот он, да? Фрагмент
Here we see fragments of homemade belts.
плечевых. С
The soldier made them himself for
для
convenience.
удобности. Что?
Apparently his back hurt, so the soldier decided that the belt would help him.
Вот такой вот ремень.
This strap is from a German lever's helmet.
Ливерс заклепал.
He made a belt like this. He slid it over his shoulder. The soldier cut it out of an ordinary belt.
И вот так, ребят. Василь.
What do you have?
Ага.
Is it a hand? I think there were looters here. They dug a hole here and took all the metal. Yes. And then they ran away. And we had a weak signal here near the pit. But we still started working here. During our work we found bone
Костные
remains.
останки. Теперь
Now we continue to work here.
дальше.
Soviet gas mask?
Нет, шинка от противогаза, которая держит
Хоботок.
хоботок, да.
А, понял.
I understood.
Вот этот предмет.
Они выкопали.
Perhaps the looters took the barrels of the helmet.
Верхнюю железку выдернули, обычно засыпали
How can this be done?
яму.
Okay, we already have one fighter. This is 116 already in our account this year.
Отлично.
The guys called to the location.
Локацию.
Also most likely found a soldier
А ну.
in a helmet. Yes.
О,
These are parts of the spine. And there are also ribs. We have a soldier here. Our soldier. Yes, our helmet. Don't do that. There's probably a head in there. The hole should be dug in this direction. This is the situation. Soldier detected. This is the second in a row. It turns out that we had two signals in a row. And we found soldiers.
пошли.
Vova took a shovel and everything as
Все
usual.
как обычно работает.
Поехала.
Да. Изюм работает на полную. Ну, так.
Vova is always lucky. Wherever he digs a hole, he will always find a soldier.
Так,
What do you have?
Сигнал был, но пока ничего.
камень
So
сзади.
far, the silence. You came across something, didn't you? Show me what's in there. Some piece of it. Ha! Most likely this is a DP disc. Something round. Hook it with a shovel. Is it a pot?
Котел или... Ну да, такое.
It's some kind of scrap metal.
Понятно.
It is not yet clear what this is. Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Что-то понял. Как
But it's dented for some reason.
рвань какая-то, наверное.
This must be Max's box. Is this a bone by any chance?
Кто-то вытянул.
What is this? It's leather. It's leather from the handle. There's probably a soldier lying here. This is most likely Max's box. It's square. And beautiful and square and most importantly that closed, or open down.
Или так разложится.
Especially when the box for carrying M24 grenades has to be dug to the bottom standing in the ground.
Вдоль стены.
This is a very difficult job.
Рядом,
Sasha,
да?
what have you got? Did you find a signal
Рядом,
nearby?
наверное, сигнал. Че такое вот? На от каски тянет. Кто?
What's there? It's BC, right?
А там кроме каски может быть ящики ж.
Here are Mosin's bullets.
Мосина.
Either that Max.
Оп. Ох, ё-моё.
There's even bullets in there, right?
50.
IT's very damaged. IT's full of bullet belts. We see a rag band.
Ну да, тряпка.
Put IT aside.
Разорвало, раздаю. Куда? А ну да. Сейчас еще один будет.
Did you get into something? IT was leather, wasn't IT? What is IT? This is part of a German backpack.
Волосатого.
Где-то должна
Есть?
быть эти
Да.
эмблемки.
Клеймы.
Available?
Ага.
Он
Is there a year here?
Какую-то, да?
37-й, да.
Ну, да.
This is part of a German backpack. Here are the mounts.
Полностью.
In full strength. There must be a backpack somewhere. This was the top part. We got 2 boxes from 1945. These are Soviet boxes. One of them is in good condition and there's a hole in the side. We have 2 Soviet boxes and part of a German backpack. There is no soldier here yet. The guys found a Red Army soldier. And there's a soldier. Wehrmacht soldier. So we can conclude that we found 2 soldiers on the first signals. Military of the 2 warring parties. Here is the truth and its consequences. We keep digging. We have a big hole here. Some fragments have already been found. German margarine, German bags. Then the moderator for the M24 grenade, as well as fragments of bone remains. There's a head there. Is there something metallic in there? The soldier's head was taken off. There you can see gas bank. Most likely it is a military of the German army. It's getting hot outside. In the morning the weather was very good. The wind was blowing. It was overcast, and now the sun is hot. A little uncomfortable. Most likely the German army is here. Here is gas bank. In the corner is a hard hat. Is it intact, not damaged yet?
Не знаю.
Не знаю, не вижу.
The helmet went deep into the ground.
Земельку.
Тут она какая-то большая.
Здоровая, ого.
Она 68-я.
Размер такой, наверное.
Нормально.
Обычная, да?
66-я.
It seemed so to us while the helmet was in the trench. No head in it.
Ну, в целом, не битая.
There are no bullet holes. I think the belt is fastened. Do you see? No blows to the helmet. There was fabric on top. Did you see?
Видишь в этом, в кавере.
34. Точно, 64.
64.
Маленькая. Показала.
А ну в яме просто понял, объем.
We will move on. We found a soldier. It was a German army soldier. In the corner is a hard hat. One leg is missing.
Так, получается.
The left leg is partially missing.
Частично отсутствует, нету
No lower limb.
конечности.
But the other leg is intact. There are no shoes and it was most likely taken off. and then the fighter was dropped.
В этот самый, в яму.
He was thrown into a hole with the side and the belt was removed. There are still some buttons left. Above the head is a margarine bowl, as well as fragments. Fragments from the bag. Spare parts and hook and buttons. In principle, there are no other items available. There is a lighter in the pockets. That's all for now. We will continue to search. Maybe we'll find a token, looking for the remains of... We have more soldiers there. It turns out that there are 2 more people, 2 Soviet soldiers. We finish work on this location and move to the next one.
Упал на бок. Вот оно, лицо смерти. На 3 советские каски. Да. Грунтозацепы, стежки. Вот дочистили бойца. Особую благодарность хотели бы выразить подписчику Веталь Суббот, который выслал нам фонарь для освещения, чтобы мы могли работать в случае того, если мы остаемся на ночь. Огромное спасибо подписчикам, которые остаются неравнодушными к поиску погибших и пропавших без вести воинов Второй мировой войны.
If you have found the remains of dead soldiers or know the burial places where these soldiers may be located, please contact us by the phone number that is indicated on the screen.